Hey everyone, so I've just filmed this makeup look. This is a Primark makeup look. It is all complete, other than the blush and bronzer, it's completely Primark on my face. And so it's face, the eyes, the eyebrows, the lips, primer, and yeah, I'm really happy with how this turned out. But I will let you be the judges of that. I talk about like each thing as I go along in this video, and I hope you enjoy it. I love doing like testing a full face of. I really want to do Barry next. I think I will do that next month. Yeah, and at the same day as I've uploaded this, I've also uploaded a Primark haul, so you can watch that. I will link it below. I had a massive trip to Primark. I bought loads of makeup and quite a lot of other things as well, but I thought I'd do it in two separate videos. I make one of testing Primark face because I wanted to do the whole face. I've been meaning to do it for ages, and I just thought, screw it, I'll do it. They have a foundation. They usually don't have that there. So yeah, I hope you like the look, and I hope you enjoy the upcoming video. You'll see me look very bland in a couple of seconds. But yeah, I know I look a bit witchy at the moment. The lip colour wasn't what I thought it would be. I thought it'd be a bit pinker, but you will see throughout the video. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, and you'll see me look very ugly in like 3, 2, 1. I'm going to apologise if you can see the red marks here and here. I just used hair removal cream on my tash, and yeah, it's like, it goes a bit red. It does come down, and the makeup hopefully should cover it up. So let's start. Before I've like put any makeup on, I've used the tea tree oil and oil balanced facial cleaning things. These are £2 for £1. Oh, by the way, if you like my nail varnish, this is also from Primark. This is Vintage Rose. It was 90p. I really like it. If you don't like it, don't fear. I only bother doing one hand. So you don't have to look at that hand, you can look at the other one. These are really just easy. It's kind of like a sin, I feel, in the beauty world to use face wipes, but I really don't care. Like, they're just handy. So the first thing I'm going to start with is primers. I saw 2 primers in Primark. One came in like this stick-like form, which is, they're both called Instagirl, which is really corny, but if it works I don't really mind. It's called Perfecting Skin, and this is for pores. And then the other one, which I swatched and saw and I really liked, is Instagirl Face Perfecting, and this is for prime and an anti-shine one. So I'm going to use this on my forehead and this on this area, which is where I have pores. I think I might need to zoom you in a little bit. What do you? For the sake of not spending like £1,000, I didn't buy brushes as well. I bought one brush. I got the silicone sponge there, Virgin, which I'll use, and then an eyebrow brush, but I wanted the eyebrow brush because I thought it looked quite good. So I will use a beauty blender for most of this. I'm not mad at it. I quite like it. I don't know how the foundation's gonna apply on top of it. I don't feel like it's minimised my pores as such, but I do feel like it's created a veil over them, so maybe the foundation will sit on top of the veil as opposed to the pores. I'll try this on the forehead. So they're both different means of primers as well. Let's get this out. Someone's started mowing their lawn. Ah, you son of a... Okay, so this kind of comes in a spongy, more of a balm. I feel like it's almost the same, but not in a stick. It feels a lot creamier and a lot softer than that one. Okay, first impressions of these 2 primers is it's a little hard to tell what difference it's made. On the camera you can't really see it either. I feel maybe a little bit more matte, but I thought one was dull as opposed to matte. I think it's just going to be a test of how the foundation applies over it, but I'm not like, it doesn't, I've certainly tried primers before and don't like how they feel on my skin. This I just don't really feel on my skin. Like, it's very creamy, not very oily either, so I like. Now this is the big one, the moment of truth. I'm going to go in with the silly sponge, which is £2 for 2, and there's only one in here because I went with my friend, and she wanted one, and I was just like, why don't we just get one packet and split it? And then I'm going to go in with the PS Pro Longwear Foundation Mineralizer. This, however, I have not tried. I'm not entirely convinced it's going to be the right shade for me. This is the lightest shade. I feel like it's going to be way too pink for me. It's going to look orange. I feel like I should have got this with a mix of the ivory. Packaging wise, I really like the packaging. I think it's a nice glass bottle. Oh my goodness. The only problem is, there we go. This is quite hard to get off without taking the pump off, but I rate that it's got a pump. I've never tried the original Silly Sponge, so I don't know how this is going to compare, but I think I'm going to pop it on here. Oh my god, I love the feel of this. It's like, ooh. I've just tried to do 2.5 pumps, not full pumps. Oh, this is really weird to apply. How do I? Okay, this I really do not like. I feel like it's just pushing my product around instead of pushing it in. I feel like I don't have much control over where the product goes. It's not being pushed into my skin, no matter what technique I'm using it, whether I'm pushing, which is a big thing I've heard from these products. So I'm going to move to the beauty blender. So far, I can't really tell with the foundation whether I like it or not, because it's not really doing what I want it to do, but I think that's because of this. I'm going to try the beauty blender. I think I like this foundation though. Right, I've just finished beating in the foundation and I love it. Like, this is way too pale for my face. I look like a bit ghostly, like it's definitely the wrong shade. I feel like ivory would be too orange. I feel like I'm a mix between the two. But I think otherwise, like, I really like, gives a really good coverage, but still very dewy. I think that primer has actually made it apply it beautifully. So really big ticks to both the primers. Can't notice too much of a difference between areas. It hasn't, the only difference is like, the only thing I don't like about it is actually when I'm looking at it, it's not quite as blended as I like, but I think that's because of this, which is such a gimmick. But for £5, I think that's a fantastic foundation. You're even fairer than me, like this porcelain one will be perfect for you. I don't know how they run for darker skin girls. I don't think they have a very wide variety of shades for any, so I'm sorry about that. But for £5 you get a lot of product. I've got an SPF in it. I really rate this. The only thing I would say is where I've got like very thin lines on my forehead, it is creasing a little bit, so this is probably only better in younger skin. Okay, next up is concealer. Now this I do not have much hope for. This is Ivory, which is I think the foundation shade I should be, so I think this is going to look really dark on me. Not only that, it is sort of a stick concealer as well, and I feel like, oh no, it's not broken, and it looks quite shiny. I don't think it's my shade, but I'm going to do it under the eyes and just where I want blemishes, maybe not highlighting. I usually prefer like a liquid one, but yeah, let's see how this goes. Oh, it's quite chalky. It is quite chalky. Okay, so I don't know, yeah, you can just about see the colour differences on my face. I'm not the biggest fan of that. I haven't blended it in yet. It feels kind of chalky. It does feel like very cheap makeup. I much prefer a liquid one. I couldn't see one. This is just part of the PS normal range, not the pro range, but I'm going to blend that in and see how it looks. But at the moment it's sitting very cakey above my skin. I feel like this is going to set in all the creases, so let's see how it goes. Okay, so that concealer is going to have to be a no from me. It doesn't blend very well. It does cover, I have to say, but that's because I feel like it gives you like another layer of skin. Sorry, I'm still trying to blend it in because it's very stiff and hard to work with. Yeah, it does cover. It might be good, I think, more for like if you have a spot here and there and you just want to cover up a spot, as opposed to the under eye highlighting, that sort of concealer. As well as maybe like veins and stuff like that, but I feel like it's just made me a little bit cakey. Also shade wise, I feel like that was the exact same shade as my foundation, and I'm looking very 2D and very pale and very sickly at the moment, so let's go in with a bit of contour to try and help that out. For the contour, the concealer was 90p, so actually 90p for a spots concealer, really not bad at all. I got this stick foundation to contour in. I got it in the shade Tan. I get this quite a few times contour in, so this is by no means the first impression. I don't usually have this shade. The one I usually use is Sam, which I think is the one darker, so we'll see how this goes. It's just a stick foundation. I just like to use it on my cheeks, around the temple, and obviously the chin as well. So that's contour done. That is like literally the easiest product. I really like it. I think it's so good for a day contour. Sorry, there's loads of, I can't tell if it's concealer anymore or the foundation. I think it's the foundation is creasing so much in my eyelids, so I'm just like constantly like trying to push it in. I think it'll be alright once I apply powder. But yeah, I really like the contour. Actually, that shade is fine as well. It is a little warmer, a little more orangey than sort of like your ashy contours, especially powders. However, I think for £2 that's fine. They do have proper contour kits in Primark. They all look like they'd be a little bit orangey on my skin tone, and I know this is, but because of the cream texture, like it blends really easily. I really like that. I really rate that. So next up is my most excited bit, the strobe cream. Oh my god, opening these. Why didn't I open them before I went on camera? So many years ago, I bought oh my god, I did a haul of this, and it was like when I was really bad at YouTube. I'm still not excellent at YouTube, but I literally like made so many editing mistakes and just like I publish it because I just couldn't be bothered with it. I got a Primark, it's called like Pierce Glow. They didn't sell it, they might have stopped selling it, and I'm hoping this is the same thing, just repackaged, because it basically did the same thing. So this is a strobe cream, a highlighting cream. I will know by the smell if it's the same formula. I'm gonna stick it on my hand, I think, and then put it on my face. Oh my god, it's not the same, but it's beautiful. No. Similar smell, but it's not the same. But yeah, it comes in a really cute packaging, like a little rose gold lid. All the Primark packaging is so cute, like they've really nailed that. But yeah, this was £2, and you get a lot of product in there as well. Maybe I should try the silly sponge for this again and see if it works, because it doesn't need to be as well blended. Silly sponge, let's try and find a bit of a use for you. It's not gonna work. I put way too much on my hand. Ooh. Wow. Oh my god, and I still have like loads left on my hand. Why was I being dramatic? I don't even like highlight on the nose. I'm not even that keen on it on the chin, but I feel like I need to use it. Oh my god. I don't think my housemates realise I'm filming and I'm going to hear them in the kitchen and be like, who's this? Oh my god, okay, no, I can't use this silly sponge. The silly sponge is so bad. It's just literally just spread everything everywhere. Right, it's blend. Okay, low key, high key, loving the strobing cream. It like blends out to be really dewy, so it's not like those bar thing, it's more just like a glow. I love it. I hope it shows that I under powder. I might just not powder this area, but this is so pretty, and I think like even mixed in with the foundation it'd be really nice. I'm tempted, I'm not, but I'm tempted to say it's a dupe for NARS. I'm not saying that though. This is very off the record. So it's £2. It did come in other shades as well. I picked up the paler shade because obviously I think it came in like a goldeny shade as well. I would love for them to come out in like a whole range of these, like a corally colour, like a pink colour, basically like the NARS Illuminator ones. But I think these are fab. You get so much product, so pretty as well in the packaging. I really like a more subtle highlight, like kind of how a highlight was meant to be, that when it caught the light it accentuated your features rather than just having like glitter on your face, and I think that this is great for creating it. Alright, so it's a bit of a weird order, but next I'm going to go with my eyebrows before I sort of powder and everything. I bought 2 eyebrow pencils, so I'm not sure which one was going to be the right shade. I've got dark and I've got blonde. I have bought eyebrow pencils from Primark before, but they're not really ready. So I'm going to try, they look a little bit different now. I'm going to try the blonde one, see how that works. I might be too light. I'm hoping it does work and then I don't have to open the other one and I can return it, because you best believe I've had a lot of stuff. Oh, I have so much foundation on my hands when I use that stupid silly sponge. So I'm just going to comb my eyebrows up as per usual. I'm going to fill them in. I'm going to start here. Ooh, I think this might be the right shape. I'm going to start here and then work it out. They did have powders in there, but again, they looked very red. And also I have enough powders. I don't really have that many pencils, so I wanted to work with pencils more than powders. So I do keep talking to the monitor because I just want to see how my makeup's looking, but I tend to do that quite a lot anyway. Right, let's go. Ooh, ooh. Be very light-handed with these. Okay, this is a near colour patch, like perfect colour match. This is good. I'm enjoying this so far. My brows are not at the best at the moment. They need a thread, they need a pluck, but I can't be bothered. It's exam time. It's a miracle that I'm even doing this. But that is some damn good eyeliner. That is the right shade for me. Feel free to get the green, I know some of you will, but if you look, it does so well. I'm so impressed with this. I'm not going to conceal them because I feel like my brows are a little more rugged anyway, and concealing doesn't really do much for me. Yeah, I love it. I absolutely love it. This is amazing. I'm not using the darker one, I'm returning that and keeping this. Perfect. Beautiful. Wonderful. So next I'm going to go on the actual eyelids. I'm going to use this eyeshadow primer, which I, again, don't have much hope for, but I didn't really like the other primers. I can't think, oh I dropped it, I can't think of many drugstores which do eyeshadow primers, so most people tend to use concealers instead. I have the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer. I'm just thinking for the day, like, technically I'm wearing my makeup longer during the day, so I do want it to last longer, but like, if I'm going to uni, I don't want to use that every time because it's expensive. So if this works, this is going to be perfect for today, and then I can just stick to using my expensive one for like special occasions. So I'll give it a go. Oh, it's in I wish it was in a, I don't know what I was hoping, but I didn't want it to be in this sort of tube thing, so I find it's really hard to use because you only need the tiniest amount. Okay, well because of the packaging I was expecting it to be white, and it's like a tan colour. You can't really see because I've just used the tiniest bit. It feels a little greasy. So on the one hand, I think it's going to make my eyeshadow stick, but I also, like with more pigment, but I feel like it might move it around a little bit. And also I can't tell how well it's going to dry. Okay, I need more. The thing I would say, that much I just used with this. If I use that with Urban Decay, that would do my whole eyeshadow, both my eyelids. So you need a bit more product on this one. Okay, so I was wrong. That has actually dried really quite quickly, which is great. So let's go in with eyeshadow. I bought 2 eyeshadow palettes. I'm not going to use them both now. This, which I'm going to use now, which is their nudes, kind of like the naked dupe, I would say. These colours, They're not really that new, to be honest, but I think I'm going to go with a simple eye because I kind of want to make the focus on the lip, and I'm going to use the colours Panna Cotta on the base, Cafe Creme in the crease, and then maybe a bit of Beach Blonde and maybe a bit of Wood Nymph. We're going to see what happens. I'm going to just see how the colours look as I go. I haven't got high hopes for the eyeshadows. I have tried eyeshadows before, unless they reformulated them. I didn't really rate the formula that below before, but I like the packaging. This I would love to use, but I'm not doing this for the daytime. This is so gorgeous. It's Glitter Obsessed Glitter Eye Creams. And what they kind of like, I did swatch and play with them around yesterday. I think the other ones, but they are, I can't open it right now, I'm going to have to use it on a cut off. Basically they are glitters, but kind of in like a gel form, but they don't come out like glitter gel. They stick really easily, but they're not very consistent. So I think these are really nice to go over different, if you've got the base colour, to go over if you want to make it shimmery. If you've got the matte, you just want to make it really glitterish, even if it's a shimmer colour. But this just looks so pretty. This was £4 and this was £4 as well. So they're not that cheap considering. But let's, in like comparison with everything else I'd say, but let's see what it looks like. I can't tell if it's the primer, but wow, that's a pigmented white. Okay, I wasn't expecting it to be this white, which is why I've used like the wrong brush, and oh my god, this brush has makeup on it. Oh no. Okay, completely my fault. This had brown on it, so take two. I'm going to wipe this off and start again with the eyeshadow primer. I'll start off with this shade Panna Cotta, and I'm using the Real Techniques brush, base shadow brush. Okay, I think it really depends what brush you want to use on this one, because I just tried it on the other one and failed it. I edited it out. It came out really white pigmented. I washed it off because my brush had other colours on. This is a bit more spaced out, but still really quite pigmented and quite beautiful actually. Okay, I'm really pleasantly surprised. I think they've reformulated the eyeshadows because I remember using them in the past and not being impressed. But look, that's a really pretty, I think I'm winking at you really badly. That's a really pretty white. I was already pale enough. I don't know why I went in with white to start with. But yeah, in my base colour, my crease colour now, I'm going to use this colour. Now, I was going to do a red lip with this, which is why I'm going for a more nude eye. But I've just realised the red lipstick I picked up yesterday is a tester. So I might go for a heavier eye now, or a pinkish eye now. But yeah, I think that looks like quite a nice crease colour. They've all like almost like a lid colour. Because this looks really like unblended next to it now. Like there's a really stark difference. I thought the white was going to be a lot chalkier. The eye makeup hasn't gone too well. It almost looks as I've done a cut crease. Which was not my intention. I mean, I'm not mad, I've cut creases, I just didn't want it today. Again, I like the brown. I don't know how long it's going to last, but I like it. Pigmented, very, very blendable. Alright, so let's do this inner corner and try kind of join them together because it is very separate at the moment. I'm going to go with a smaller brush. Just blank canvas, E10 brush, goat hair. And I'm going to use this hot pink, which is this one here. I like this. Oh my goodness, this is so good. I'm kind of mad at how much I like it because I want to give like critique, but I love it. Okay, when it blends out, not as pigmented. Okay, I'm not really sure what's happened with that. I wasn't expecting them to all be that pigmented. In a way, I'm kind of complaining. These are all beautiful colours. They're not, however, I would say a set of colours. Like you can create a few things in there, but you need more mattes. They're all very nice shimmer colours for sort of the lid. I mean, you can use these, but they're too dark for just the transitional colour. But as individual eyeshadows, I love them. I'm going to try do the same on this eye. I don't really like the look because I feel like it's not like a look. It's just like they're nice eyeshadows individually but not together, but great eyeshadows individually. I'm going to stop filming for a bit because my camera's going to be like, why are you taking up so much memory? I'm going to do an eyeshadow off camera because I just want it to be on the lid. I don't want it to be this dramatic. Okay, so I've just done that off camera. It looks probably very similar to you. But yeah, I really, really like the eyeshadows. I think they're lovely. As an eyeshadow palette, however, I just feel like it just needs that crease colour because the only brown on it is like, comes out quite dark. Darker than I expected. It's quite golden. It's just shimmery as well, and you can get shimmery ones, but it's shimmery rather than sheer. Right, let's go on to eyeliner though and mascara, and then I'm tidy everything up. This is the Fine Liner pen. I much prefer this type than sort of the liquid ones. There's only one liquid one I love, which is the Longchamp one. I don't know why that's relevant, but I love the Soap and Glory version of this, which isn't that expensive. This was only £1, I think. £1.50. Because I have hooded lids, I don't tend to do a wing liner, so I won't be testing the wing liner too much. Let's give it a shake. Okay, it doesn't have a ball in, and usually good liquid liners have like a ball and you can hear it rattle. But yeah, let's see how this goes. I can't, this is the problem with eyeliners though, whenever I try them initially, I love all of them because it's at its blackest, this is in its best condition, but for new liner, this is great. Okay, so I think that's given a really nice end result. It's very, very flat. Nib, on the other hand, I feel like I didn't have too much control over it. I'm not the best at eyeliner either. I've got uneven eye, so it's quite tricky to do. So on this lid, it was a lot easier. This lid was a bit harder. So if you have quite straightforward lids and quite a steady hand, just go for it. I imagine this would be amazing at making a wing. Unfortunately, I can't test that. But yeah, I quite like it. I reckon throughout the day when it dries, it's going to dry a little bit lighter. The other thing as well, because it is quite fiddly to use, it's such a thin pen, it's very hard to create like a straight line going across, so it's a little bit jagged. Again, not the best at eyeliner, could be me, but I'm obviously, I think, representative of maybe quite a few people watching this. I imagine everyone here isn't going to be the best person at liner, like easier liners, but this honestly, like, I wouldn't not buy it again, actually, to be honest. I feel like I'm gonna have, this is one of the ones that's gonna be like the test of time. I feel like for winged eyeliners, this would be perfect, especially if you struggle with them. God, next up is mascara. I'm so fussy with mascara. I really like the packaging of all of Primark stuff. Let me just get my curlers and I'll whack this on. I feel like this is a really long video. I know when you edit it, it's a bit different, but I'm just not very good at like getting the right places to talk. I am so shocked. This is really nice. I mean, longevity is going to be the real test for this. I'm going to check it during the day, but let me look closer. Look how fluttery they are. They're not clumpy at all. I mean, this is a bit down here, but my lashes tend to get tangled down here just because of the way my eye shape is. But I think this is, you can also see the eye makeup a bit clearer. This is beautiful. I'm shocked at how nice this is. Longevity is going to be the key though, that's going to be the big thing, but I think this is really pretty. But like, definitely, I was ready to chuck out a lot of this makeup and just say goodbye to my coins just for this video, but I just think I will definitely keep that. I think it's so nice. Powder now, this is going to be the real test, I think. So I picked up the PS Pro powder. I did not, however, manage to get any powdered highlights, powdered bronzers, or powdered blushes. I couldn't find any blushes. Bronzer wise, they only had body ones, and I'm not gonna, I just feel like that's so wasteful because I feel like bronzers are going to be the dodgy ones, but I don't know if they're going to be, what's the word, like orange, really orange on me, and I feel like a body one, like they're huge and they just take up so much space and stuff, space which I don't necessarily have, or want to use for a massive bronzer. It does come with its own little puff. Oh, that puff feels horrible. Comes in a sieve. This is translucent. I can't remember seeing like a yellow one. This is the only thing I will say is like shade range are not very good. I'm not going to bake because it feels really heavy already. I'm just going to knock it off. I feel like this has taken a lot of the... Yeah, I feel like this has taken out a lot of the glowiness of my makeup, which was once there, especially with the strobe cream and everything. It's made me, again, very 2D. It's not very... mattifying. It's mattifying, like definitely mattifying. I feel like this is a good thing to have just on the forehead or just your oiliest areas rather than the whole thing. Like I feel like it's really heavy on here, and our makeup is all about feeling good, and also like it has stamped out a lot of the contouring work I did earlier as well as a lot of the highlighting. So yeah, as I was just saying, I don't have a bronzer, so I'm just going to use my bronzer and blusher just to stop me from looking like... Okay, so I've warmed up my face a little bit. Something I will say I've noticed since applying the powder, and it might be powder on top of powder or whatever it is I'm noticing a bit of texture issues around here. My skin is generally quite smooth, but it's kind of really, it's picking up on like little dots there, which I don't particularly like. I think that's the powder like really just setting though. My face feels so stiff and like crunchy. That's a really weird thing to say, but it feels quite chalky. But I think we're on to the final steps now. I couldn't find any setting spray in Primark, which is a shame because I really wanted to try some. And we're going to do lips. I was going to come at you with this bomb red colour. But look, I picked up the bloody tester. It's an absolutely gorgeous colour. I will go and exchange it because I have to return some other things as well and get the full one because I wanted it to go with my outfit today, which is also from Primark. Plug in, the haul will be linked below. I don't know why I'm talking like that, but yeah, it'll go up at the same time. Lip wise, I got loads of products because I wasn't sure how I was going to do my eye makeup, so I was going to go with that. Let me show you what I got. Yeah, I got more than I realised. So I've got this copper colour, which is gorgeous. I will only use this as a lip topper, however, as opposed to a lip by itself. It's like a rose gold. I did swatch that last night because I didn't think I'd wear it today. This lip liner, which is called Mushroom, Rosewood Mauve, and I think this is really nice. I got a liquid matte lipstick. I have tried them before. They weren't from the PS Pro range. They were quite drying. It wasn't amazing, the one I tried before. And then I got this hot pink one because I think that'll be really pretty with a lot of the colours I already have. I'm going to go with this combination for my lips today. I'm so gutted I can't go with that bright red though. So annoying because it was a tester as well and there was obviously stuff on it, so she got over everything in the bag. Okay, I had to go off camera to finish that because my memory card was full, so I needed to empty at the computer, so I thought I'd just do the lipstick in the meantime. This lipstick, I've just talked about, and it literally has not moved. It's dry, doesn't feel drying. I rate this so much. I do not rate this colour, however. I'm getting a bit of fraying around here, but it's quite good. It's quite a good even coverage. But yeah, this colour is a lot more purple than I thought it would be. Granted, the name was Rosewood Mauve, but I struggle to see where they're getting the rosewood from. I just ate and it has a bit frazzled a little bit. I wish I'd waited and just filmed it when it first went on because I think it first went on beautifully. I think for nights out it's great because obviously you won't be eating, you'll be drinking through a straw, and that's amazing. Also the lip liner as well, like I usually rate those lip liners so much. I think they may have changed the formula a little bit because it feels a little bit stiffer than it usually does, but still really good match with this lipstick. I'm going to take this lipstick off for the next video and do a red lipstick because I really wanted a red one, a little bit on the dark side, especially with my ghostly pale face. So yes, that was my Primark look. I hope you liked it. I'm really pleasantly surprised. Quick rundown: brows, love. Eye mascara, currently love, but we'll see how it feels at the end of the day. Stroke cream, love. Concealer, will leave. Powder, definitely will leave. I feel like it kind of just made everything really mattish. Eyeliner, really like. Definitely wouldn't use it in a hurry eyeliner, but I think it's a good eyeliner. Eyeshadows, love as individually, don't like as a palette together. Contour stick, always use that. And what else did I use? I feel like I used so many more things. Oh, the primers. Yeah, I quite like the primers. I prefer the anti-shine one more than the pore one. You can on here see some texture to my skin, so it's not completely smooth, but I think that's the powder clinging on to everything, which is good for lasting, so I'll probably use it on my forehead, but I will not be buying that again. Lipsticks, love, love, love. I just hope it stays because that's going to be the real test, but I feel like it will. I don't feel like my face makeup is going anywhere with this foundation. I hope you liked it. As I said, there will be a Primark haul going up at the same time as this video, so make sure you click that. I've got well over an hour footage to edit of this, so it'll be interesting to see how long this video's been, how long the Primark haul is as well. But yeah, treat yourself to some Primark makeup if you want to try it. Definitely. Well, yeah, I rate it all, to be honest. There was nothing I thought was particularly awful either. So yeah, enjoy. Thanks so much for watching. Remember to subscribe as well. That's all. Bye.